What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know what we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. New week, new goals, new opportunities, man. Money making Monday. Last week, we dominated it, man. We absolutely dominated last week. We closed it out on the right foot yesterday as we smashed our NBA Play of the Day with the Toronto Raptors. It was really a no sweat. As they got that done at home, continuing to fade the Phoenix Suns. It was very profitable for us again yesterday. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward, man. I told y'all, last year we heated up around this time, and I told y'all coming out of the break, I had that eerie same feeling. We were finna go on one of them ones, man. If you're an OG here, you know we go on them ones. If you believe me, man, jump on with me over at Pickdawgz Premium and let's go on one, or just continue to watch this jam session and let's do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money Making Monday, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. First game on the board. We got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Detroit Pistons. Pistons, 2.5-point home dogs. Total 224 in this one. Man, this is an interesting little game we got going on here. The Pistons and the Clippers have the same record. You feel me? Clippers have been a solid ATS team this season. But so are the Pistons. You know, both teams profitable. This is a game I'm not overly in love with, man. I'm going to lean towards the Pistons, though. I don't know if I end up betting this game personally tonight, but it's a lean towards the Detroit Pistons plus the points or an attack on the outright money line. I think this is a legitimate 50-50 game. And legitimate 50-50 games, I like to attack plus money. So, especially with the home dog playing as well as Detroit's playing. And what's up with the Clippers? We know they're one of the best home ATS teams in all of the NBA. We trust them to play their better basketball at home at the crib where they built the multi-billion-dollar arena. So on the road, they're fadeable, and I kind of got a gut feeling about this spot tonight, man. So small lean on the Detroit Pistons. Again, I don't know if I personally get to the window with this one tonight, but give me plus money with a home dog playing as well as Detroit is playing. I'll lean in that direction. We'll keep it rolling. We got the Indiana Pacers at home at the crib with the Denver Chicken Nuggets rolling in. Nuggets laying 5.5. Total 245. Hey, man, the Nuggets were rolling, and then they got shut down in that last game by the Luka Doncic, LeBron, Lake Show, Lakers. Nuggets coming off a pretty significant homestand as well. Now they're out on the road here in this one. I'm on the Pacers. I think the Pacers match up quite well with Indiana. I think Indiana will be able to push the pace. We don't trust Denver necessarily on the road like we do at home. And I think Jokic kind of summed it up best after that last game. He said we kind of created a false sense of security because we were beating up on bad teams there for a while. The Nuggets were hot during that 9-game stretch, but hindsight's 2020. You got to kind of go back and look at it through who they were playing, who was in those games, and things of that nature. And I just think I know this is a bounce back game, but on the road, we trust Indiana, man. I think the Nuggets are a little overrated, a little overvalued in this spot. I think Indiana has a legitimate chance to win this game outright. I want the points in my back pocket here with the Pacers here in this one. We'll keep it rolling, man. We head over to Philadelphia where the Sixers are laying 4.5 points on the Chicago Bulls, on your Chicago Bulls, man. Total 231.5. Continuing to fade Philadelphia is ultimately what we're doing here. Philadelphia, you see on your screen how bad they are. They are terrible from an ATS perspective. The Bulls, we expected them to kind of just wave the white flag post Zach LaVine trade, but that's not who the Bulls are. They're going to compete in certain spots. I think they have a legitimate chance to win this one outright. I don't know if they win it outright, but I'll grab the 4.5 in my back pocket. Philadelphia's in that same bucket as Phoenix is. It's like we're fading them. You feel me? We're fading them. Another interesting stat this season at home, Philadelphia ATS, terrible. They are 9-19-1, only covering in 32% of their home games this season, continuing to fade Philadelphia. A lot of people still have expectations on this team. A lot of people still think this team's going to climb back into it. And because of that, there's value on the other side. and we just want to continue to attack that value. Until Philadelphia gives us reason not to, we have to continue to attack the plus money and just the money overall, fading them. Hell, the Bulls are the better team. I know that's crazy to say, but that's the truth. They're 22-35, and Philadelphia is 20-36. It's the truth of the matter. Keep it rolling, man. We got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road facing the Washington Wizards. Wizards, 3.5-point home dogs in this one. Total 215.5. Washington, man, they're okay as a home team. They're 14-15 ATS. You can bet Washington at home in certain spots. Brooklyn, though, they're much better on the road ATS than they are at home. I think this is a Brooklyn-style spot. I do. We've been betting Washington a little bit here recently. We've been able to make money with Washington. This team has been competitive, and they're in the middle of a really long homestand. Like, they've been in Washington for forever. I think this one, though, Brooklyn comes in here and wins this game by like 6 points. That's how I got the game playing out in my mind. Revenge game for Brooklyn as they lost to Washington earlier this month, 119-102 in Brooklyn. Tight line. Give me Brooklyn. They're the better team. They're the better team. I think they win the game. I'll lay the 3.5. We keep rolling, man. We got the Atlanta Hawks at home at the crib with the Miami Heat rolling in. Heat road favorites in this one. Heat laying 1.5, total 228. Another game I'm not overly in love with. Right now, I'm specifically attacking spots that I like a lot. And if I don't, I'm kind of just leaving alone. And this is one that kind of falls into that bucket. I could argue going both ways in this game. We kind of like the Hawks in the underdog role. Hawks have been solid in that role this season. Miami, not great ATS as you see on your screen. Both teams not profitable full season. This is a 50-50 game. I would lean towards the home team. Kind of like I said about that Pistons game. It's kind of how I feel here about this Hawks game, where it's like 50-50 game. I would lean towards the home team getting plus money. I don't even know if you're getting plus money here. I think you're only getting like plus 100 with the Hawks money line. But Miami, I feel like, is going to cut it on soon. But Miami's not a team I want to be early on to find out. Like, I just want to catch them at the right time. I have to have a clear, concise reason to bet Miami, and I don't have one in this game. So, bottom of the barrel game. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't got better information, but I'm just letting y'all know my thoughts. Forced to play it, I would take the Hawks, but ultimately, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not betting this game tonight. We keep it rolling, man. We got the Thunder Buddies, Oklahoma City, laying 12.5 points on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Total 227.5. These two teams played last night. Thunder did win that basketball game in Minnesota, 130-123. They did not cover in that game. The closing line was 8.5. They won by 7. I'm going to lean towards Oklahoma City in this one as well. Unless I have a clear reason to fade Oklahoma City, I'm just not interested in doing so. Oklahoma City right now is the number one home ATS team in the NBA, 18-8-2. ATS at home this season. They've covered in 69.2% of their home games. I have to have a clear reason to fade the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And I don't think tonight poises that, man. Minnesota is more trustworthy on the road than they are at home. It is a quick revenge spot for Minnesota, but again, I don't know if that's enough for me to fade the Thunder personally. It's not. So, Thunder buddies for life. I'm on the Thunder. I'll lay the points in that one. We keep it rolling, man. 2 games left on the card tonight. Next one up is the Utah Jazz, 4.5-point home dogs with the Portland Trail Blazers rolling in. I'm going to lay the points here with the Portland Trail Blazers. They're just the better basketball team. Utah has kind of cut it on here recently from an ATS perspective. They started the season off atrocious. They've been better recently. Their injury report really concerns me tonight, though. Colin Sexton's still out. John Collins is out. Jordan Clarkson is out. Markkanen's game time decision. Walker Kessler's game time decision. Who the hell playing for the Utah Jazz tonight? Nobody is what it seems. I'm on the Blazers. They're the better basketball team. I think they come in here and win this game. Just my thoughts here. The Jazz won the first meeting between these two teams, 141-99 on the 12th. On the 6th of December. And then they played again later on in December in Portland, and Portland won that game 122-120. The injury report for Utah is what mainly has me off of them, and Portland is the better basketball team anyway. I think this is a comfortable Trail Blazers win. And last and final game of the night, man, we got Sacktown Kings laying 10.5 points on the Charlotte Hornets. Total 232. Y'all already know what we're doing, man. We're continuing to fade the Sacktown Kings. You see how bad they are from an ATS perspective on your screen. Also, at home, they're terrible. 8-17-3 ATS at home this season, only covering in 32% of their games. That means we're basically covering at a 70% clip, just outright fading them when they're at home. Now they want us to lay double digits with them. Can't do it. Won't do it. Charlotte has been the much better ATS team this season. You can make money betting the Hornets. I know the Hornets are in the midst of a long road trip. They've been beaten up in back-to-back games. I think tonight, though, 10.5 is enough for me to look in their direction. It's mainly a fade of Sacramento more so than a play on Charlotte. We've been fading Sacramento and cashing all season. We won't stop now. Give me the Hornets plus the points here in our last and final game of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, man, that's it. That's all, man. I know today's episode wasn't the best. I'm not overly in love with the card today, you know? No need to throw away profits that we made last week on games we're not uberly confident in. You feel me? We'll have plenty of chances and opportunities this week to attack it and hit the ground hard. I do have a couple plays that I love tonight, though. You can scoop those up over at Pickdawgz Premium. Again, we've been hot, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. College hoops and NBA. We're seeing the board well in both recently, man. So, and I'm usually one, when I heat up, I usually heat up. You feel me? So we get hotter than fish grease. The OGs will tell you, man. So hop on Pickdawgz Premium, man. Let's do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books betting hoops. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. All I ask again is that y'all smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.